Hello viewers, let's solve this exponential equation together. I will solve question number 1 and you will then solve question number 2. So in question number 1, we have 3 to power n plus 2 minus 3 to power n minus 2 is equal to 240. So to solve this question, at this right hand side, the exponent is what? N minus 2. This side we have n plus what? Plus 2. Now for me to solve this thing, I will think of what I will do so that this n minus 2 that we have here will also appear here. How will I do that? Something will come to my mind. Do we know that n plus 2 is the same thing as n minus 2 plus 4? These two things are the same because minus 2 plus 4 will still give us what? Plus 2. So what it means is that n plus 2 and n minus 2 plus 4 are what? The same. So I will replace this with this. So we will now have 3 to power n minus 2 plus 4. Okay? Then minus 3 to power n minus 2 is equal to 240. So next thing that I will do now is this. I will apply one of multiplication law of indices, which stipulates that if we have something like this, y power n multiplied by y power, let's say m, that this is the same thing as what? Y power n. Because of this multiplication sign that we have here, we will now have what? Plus m. Okay, so I will bring this multiplication law on board. Okay, and when I apply it here, we will have 3 power n minus 2, then multiply by 3 power 4. Okay, then this minus that we have here, 3 power n minus 2 is equal to 240. So I will factor out what they have in common. I will factor out what they have in common. And when I factor out what they have in common, we will have 3 to power n minus 2, then bracket open, 3 power 4. When I factor this one out, we will have 1 is equal to 240. So next thing that I will do now, 3 power 4 means what? 3 multiplied by 3, multiplied by 3, multiplied by 3, which is 81, minus 1. It will give us what? 80. So I will now divide both sides by 80. And when I do, we will have 3 to power n minus 2 is equal to, remember that I will divide both sides by what? By 8, because 3 power 4 is what? 81 minus 1. It will give us what? 80. So if I divide this side by 80, it will give us what? 3. And since this thing now is raised to power n minus 1, I will also raise this one to that invisible one. I will make it to be visible. Now when you look at this now, you will observe that the bases are the same. So the base will cancel out. And when it does, we will now have n minus 2 is equal to what? 1. Meaning that the value of n is what? 1 plus 2. And the 1 plus 2 will give us what? 3. So the value of n that we are looking for is what? Is 3. Please, if you find this my video interesting, you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are watching us from YouTube channel. But if it is from TikTok or Facebook, you give my page a follow. See you in the next video. Bye bye. But before then, don't forget to attempt question number 2. Bye.